Well, what's up there, guys? Welcome back to Digger Detecting. Welcome also to an extremely messy shed. A bit of an organised chaos going on here at the moment. We've got all our camp gear set up, pulled out, and look, we're only 2 weeks away from our upcoming Digger Detecting event. Very exciting. So we've got all our camp gear pulled out, and look, we've even got a bit of stuff set aside for an upcoming market this Sunday that we've been invited to show off and share, and even sell a few of our old relics and coins and bottles. And look, you know, you name it, we've got it there. So a lot of it is double up, a lot of it I don't need, a lot of it, look, I've got to do something with, because look, we don't have the room and I've got a ton more. So anyway, that's not what we're talking about today though. Today we're going to be accessing the coil cupboard. Look out, some may have seen this, some may not have. This cupboard was built all out of wooden pallets that I'll bring home from work, bust up, repurpose and reuse. And look, I've built this coil cupboard. I've built another detector display stand inside. I'll throw it up top left corner of the picture if you've not seen it. And look, I just love it. I think repurposing, recycling, it is awesome. And not only that, it's a great way to keep all your gear secure and safe and readily available on hand when you need it. So open up the doors here, and what we're going to go after today, as I said, this is the coil cupboard. We do have a few extra bits and pieces, pinpointers and yabby pumps and shovels. And look, even below, we've got the sluice, the high banker, and even the pumps and pans. So very, very handy. But what we're going after today, though, is the big bad boy, the brand new 18-inch Coiltek Coil. Now, this is for the 600, 700, 800, and 900, all suitable for the Equinox range. And as you can see, 18-inch Nox and MINELAB approved by Coiltek there. So a wonderful, wonderful coil. And I have had the opportunity to do a bit of testing with this already, and I have had some great finds. Nothing that I've shared on video thus far, though. So today we're going to change over from the 10x5 to the big brand new, as I said, a big brand new awesome 18-inch round. And look, I've got a perfect site to hit, one that I've been really thinking about where I could use this, because you're not going to be able to use it everywhere. Obviously, the larger the coil, the deeper it'll be punching and the more ground you'll be covering. However, in certain trashy sites, I think you'll really struggle to use this, as it'll be picking up about 20 or 30 targets at any one time. That's where your little 10x5 Coiltek sniper will come into play, or even your little 6-inch MINELAB standard round coil, perfect for hunting those super trashy sites. Where we're going today, though, is an old sports oval dating back to the 1880s, and it's still currently in use today. And I happened to be hunting around the outside with the Coiltek 10x5 there when I spotted the club president, and I walked over and introduced myself. And guess what? He was my old bus driver. And guess what? His name is Luke. Guess what? He's a bloody legend. So look out. We're going to go test out the 18-inch Nox coil. Lucas gave me full permission to hunt inside the ground. We're doing the outside with a 10x5. But now we're going to get the opportunity to run the big 18-inch Coiltek coil inside the ground. And it's a perfect place to run it, because as you can imagine, the target's going to be fair and few between. You know, you're going to walk for 2 or 3 minutes maybe before you hit your next target. But can you imagine trying to hunt it with a little coil like that? You would be there forever, and you'd be swing mad forever, you know, back and forth. The big 18-inch coil, though, we're going to be able to swing low and slow and just smooth swings, knowing that we're covering 18 inches of diameter of, or 18-inch round diameter of ground at any one time, overlapping those swings. So really cool, really exciting. Let's put it on. Let's get out there to the oval. As I said, Luke's oval, and we've got full permission to dig away and see what we can find with a brand new 18-inch Coiltek coil. So let's go. Rightio guys, so here we are out on site on the sports oval, and I'm not going to throw the camera up too high, otherwise you're going to be able to see all the signs and banners from around the local town and around the local area, and you're going to know exactly where I'm hunting, won't you? We can't give it away. So look, we've got the Equinox 900 here today, as you've seen, and we've put on the big 18-inch Equinox coil, and we're out here digging, and we've got our first target on the oval, and it happened to be a $1 coin. We tucked him into the pouch already just quietly. And look, the first target we're going to show on screen is this nice, obvious sounding signal. The $1 coin there before, he was not as nice sounding, and he definitely wasn't as obvious as this one. So he is a 49.50. As you can see, I've got the bungee cord and the harness on today, the MINELAB Profine or Pro Swing 45 harness, I should say. Very handy. And look, as you're walking, the harness just sort of assists in helping you swing and keep control of your swing with the big 18-inch coil here. So, and also, look, I do suffer from arthritis in the back, don't I? So important for me to have that little bit of assistance with the bungee cord and the harness, and I've got it, so why not use it? So anyway, our first target, as I said, getting back to that, got distracted with the harness, didn't I? So first target, around the 50 range there. We're going to hone in on him. Remember, just because it's a bigger coil doesn't mean the pinpointing changes either. The pinpointing is directly from the front of the coil directly into the center. But look, mainly in the center. So you can pinpoint with the front of the coil like all coils, however mainly in the center, directly where the shaft meets the knuckle is where it's going to be, where your target's going to be located when you hone in on him. So let's do it. Pinpoint mode. I would say about there is the best we're going to get him. Now let's go after him and see what he is. And we're going to try and show as much as we can today. We're going to need two hands to dig this target out because, as I said, we're on an oval, we do have permission, but look, I want to be extremely clean. So we're going to come back, we'll dig this target out. He's a 49.50 or thereabouts with the 18-inch Coiltek coil. Let's dig him out and see what we've got. Right, well there he is. A nice looking plug, isn't it? That's why I need to use two hands. And we just borrowed the shaft of the detector there to lean you up against and show you a look at that, me digging it. Let's see what we've got. 49.50, what's it gonna be? It's extremely deep. Let's go after him a little bit further. Pinpoint is right up. He is further down. Well, we're just missing him in the plug. No, he's definitely further down. So let's go further, deeper, and let's see what we've got. Well, there you go. We've found our target in the oval. He is a 50, and he's not a coin. He's actually part of an old toy car, by the looks. Maybe like off a trailer or something. Let's zoom in and give you a look. I'd say maybe a Lesney at one stage, little toy car. Maybe the back off the trailer, or the side. Maybe a cattle truck. A really cool old piece though, and not a piece that belongs on the oval. So a piece that we're going to remove off the oval for Luke and fill this hole in and get you onto the next, and hopefully it's another coin with that 18-inch coil. So I tell you, whose idea was it to bring the sprinkler today? Humming away over the back there. I'm not going anywhere near it. It's already cold and wet enough. I don't know whose idea it was to turn it on. It's already raining. But that's okay, we'll just stay away from it, work this side of the ground. And look, we are plucking out the targets. We've got our next one here. We're going to give it a look at him. The numbers, the tone, the sound. He's a bit of a jumpy one. We'll just turn around on him a little bit. See if we can make a bit better sense of him. There's definitely something there. Going to pinpoint. He's wanting to walk back a little bit. Telling me that there's something about, well, about there. Just mark that grass there a little bit. We'll just turn around on him a bit. Sketchy tone. I'm concentrating my eyes on the center of the shaft there, and every time I go into pinpoint, I'm looking at where it's sort of, where the coil's sort of positioned over that bit of a mark that I just made in the ground. Turning around on this way, sort of wanting me to walk a little bit more further forward. So now we've got a mark right beside that last mark. Now let's go to, well, let's turn back 180 again. give him one more go. Being such a big coil, and look, being on a sports oval, I want to be extremely precise about where I'm digging. No unnecessary holes. See, look, now it's sort of walking me over this way a bit. So look, a bit of a funny signal. What we're going to do in this case, we're going to make an incision. Being on a sports oval, that's something that I've learned over the years. Make a bit of an incision, put the digger in, moving back and forth, like a butter knife in the ground, moving back and forth, make a bit of a hole, stick your pinpointer in, and the pinpointer should be able to lead you where to go without opening up a big plug. And an incision is easy enough just to, sort of close up again. So without, as I said, having to dig a hole. So that's what we'll do. We'll just give him one more pinpoint. Definitely something there. Hopefully it's a silver. I'm pretty confident that there's a coin right about there. And the first hole that we marked was there, and the second one was there. So look, if we opened up, we're going to have to open up a hole around, 4 or 5 inches wide just to get the shovel in. If we open up a hole there though, I reckon we're going to be on the money, Basil. Rightio, so granted, I may have been a little bit off target then. Let's give you a listen. I was just about to dig away further, but I reckon we can do this live. So I was thinking he was down there directly, but he is off in that backside wall there. So granted, as I said, I may have just dug off a little bit. Not far though. We're going to be able to recover him from this side hole. A side wall, I should say. There he is. Let's hope he's a silver. The ground's pretty hard here too. Oh, $2 coin. We did hit him too. So thankfully it wasn't a silver coin. So $2 richer, plus the $1 we got before. We are $3 richer with the 18-inch Coiltek coil for the Equinox there. So how awesome, $2 into the pouch. We just need to fill our messy hole in, and as I said, get you on to the next. And next time we'll try and pinpoint that a little bit more precise, try and go right down on him instead of into the back wall there. So like I said before, you don't have to have the harness with the 18-inch Coiltek coil. It really is just a bonus. So, and look, it just helps assist and carry that weight. As you can see, I'm swinging back and forth at look, quite a fast pace really for a big coil like this. And we're not missing anything. We are hearing all the signals, including the sketchy ones. Maybe he might be a silver. But look, we are hearing all the signals, but it's really helping swing. And you can sort of let the weight, fall upon the bungee cord there, fall upon the bungee cord that's attached to your shoulder. So very, very handy. You can sort of almost, lightly grip the handle of the machine and just let it swing away, going back and forth. So anyway, that wind is horrible. Let's get my back to it. And let's go after this extremely deep target, which we've just found very quickly. You see he's jumping right up there to the 98, very sketchy. Let's put the horseshoe button in. There'd be a bit of rust in that hole too by the sounds. But look, some of those sketchy signals can be very, very deep silver coins. So this site definitely has the age for it. So we might go after him regardless, see what we come out with. We're just going to try and pinpoint him first. And look, we might even do it on camera. See if we can hear something. We're either pinpointing a silver or we're pinpointing a big piece of rust or a small piece of rust. Could be a little nail. Definitely something there though. And you can hear that really sort of mellow tone, indicating that it's extremely deep. So let's go after him, dig a massive hole. Well, not a massive hole, we're on the sports oval. Dig a big enough hole that we can get down 6-8 inches deep and see if we can find that target. All right, so we've got our hole open and it's pinpointing time. And I know that looks a bit serious, as I said, we're out on a sports oval today. I know that looks a bit serious, digging such a big plug. However, in my experience, sometimes the bigger plugs that you dig on the sports ovals, if you can dig them clean, are a better practice to do. Because, just as I thought, this target is extremely deep. And there's no way that if we dug a little tiny hole like this, just to remove a coin, a very deep target I should say. There's no way if we dug a little hole like that that we could get that depth and dig all the way down without making a mess. This way we've got a nice big open hole and we can pull some dirt out. You know, we can dig deeper as we're doing now. We pull the dirt out loosely, throw it on the sidewall there, scoop it up, easy enough for us to push back in. So we push all that back in and then we just shut the plug, stomp him over, and we're done. On to the next target. Well, moving on to the next target. So, and look, I do have full permission. Oh, there's something there. We do have full permission to be here doing this, you know, otherwise I'll be looking over my shoulder every 5-10 minutes. So wondering when the club president's going to turn up. But that's okay if he does, because we know him. We've got full permission. So if he does happen to walk up on me while I'm digging massive holes in his oval, then look, there won't be a problem, will there? So let's keep going down a bit further. Oh, there is something there too. Let's keep going down a bit further and let's see if we can't get this target out. All right, so we're down a mile and look, we have not got him out just yet, but we're right on him. The pinpointer is blanking out. And apart from digging, you've all seen this happen. You know, we've located the target. He was a bit sketchy. We've gone after him. We've dug the hole out together, sort of, mostly on camera. We've got the target down here though. And I have a sneaking suspicion it's not rust. Oh, that's a coin. That is a coin. Let's go after him. See if we can't find him. Must be another target there on the ground there somewhere. Targets everywhere. This one's extremely deep though. I don't want to hit him. The ground is getting very hard as we go down. And the more I toil around in this hole, the more I keep dirt I keep pushing back down on myself. So can we see anything? Right, so in this case what I do is just turn the pinpointer down, because we had him up at max. And we can really locate and hone in, because the pinpointer is reduced sensitivity, we can really hone in on exactly where that target is. And see, I thought he was off to the left there of the hole. Funnily enough, he's actually not. He's right there sitting on the right hand side. So let's do it. Let's go off to the right hand side a bit more. Exactly where I was digging a second ago. I would have hit it. Oh my God. That is an extremely deep $2 coin. That's not what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting gold. I was expecting silver. Have you seen that though there? Let's have a look at the sensitivity. What are we running? 26, buddy. 26, Equinox 800, Equinox 900 I should say, with the 18-inch coil. I'm getting my words confused. Coiltek Coil, brand new, 18-inch, and look at that. Look at that. We're another $2 richer. So we've got $5 now in the bag. Well, nearly. $3 in the bag, now $5. And look at this trench. We're going to fill it all back in again. Let's turn the pinpointer off. Let's have a look at the depth. That is quite impressive. 26, and look, we had no issue hitting on that. He was a bit of a sketchy sound, bit of a faint tone when you went into pinpoint, as you heard. However, we did not have an issue hitting on that. And look, we've still got what, 26, 27, 28. 2 more bars of sensitivity go up if we wanted to. It's a little bit noisy though. Back down to 26, and we'll continue on finding more deep coins. Actually, hang on, let me just show you how clean we can actually be. Here we have dug a massive trench, as you just seen, for that $2 coin. Let me show you how we cover it up and how we walk on without leaving any trace of us being here. So just fluff the grass up, get all that dirt back in the hole, fluff the grass up. Once majority of the dirt's in the hole, you just give the grass a bit of a tickle and let it fluff back up, push all the dirt back down, and then, as I said, like a book, just shut the plug down, shut the cover. You don't have to hit him with your fist. I just do that. I'm not an angry person. That's just what I do. And look, just give him a bit of a stomp down with your boot. Do not go sticking your heel in it, because then what you do is you create big divots in the ground, don't you? So just look, if you're going to use your heel, just use it flatly like that. Give him a stomp down, and you can see now that the grass is all pushed down. We've left no dirt on the surface, and all we do now is just give him a bit of a fluff up and walk on. And look, that may, I'm not saying it won't die off a little bit, that may die off a bit. And I did say that to Luke, the club president. I said, I'll dig as clean as I can, mate. We dig a 3-sided plug, we fluff the grass up, we take our rubbish, we leave no trace, we leave no hole open. But look, if that does die off a little bit, it'll only be temporary, a couple of days at best. And look, we've got the sprinkler over the back there. So as I said, this ground is well watered. It'll come back to life in no time at all. And we've got full permission. Well, there he is, our next target, and it happens to be another 1-cent coin. That's our second. And look, it was not very deep as opposed to the other targets that we've been digging out, the gold coins. And we still have not hit on an old penny or a silver coin yet, have we? It's definitely got the age for it, this site. 1880 this oval was built, and they started playing cricket here and then football later on. So I don't know what's happening. I don't know where they are. But look, penny or silver regardless, we have got no rubbish in the bag. Not one bit of rubbish at all. Well, unless you count that little piece of the old Matchbox truck, a bit of rubbish. So I sort of don't, because he's part of a toy car. And we also have burnt through a battery that has lasted me for the last 4 or 5 weeks hunting. I was waiting for it to go out, and look, one of our second targets there this morning, the battery died. So cheap Kmart battery does the job. A pinpointer in the pouch, and we're going to get you on to the next. Oh, you know, I've got a really good target over the back here, and he was singing up quite high. However, can you see what's going on over here? The ground is absolutely rock hard concrete. We can barely even get the digger in. So look, I'm not here to make a mess. I've got this oval whenever I like. It's 15 minutes from home. So look, we're not going to dig this end of the oval. I think I'm going to walk back to the other end of the oval, because I was sort of wondering what they're doing watering the oval while they got the sprinkler on a wet day. I can see why now. The ground is like rock hard down the end here, so no doubt it's going to dry off very, very quickly. So let's get up to the nice lush green end where it's nice and wet, and let's see what else we can find. So how's this one, eh? I just went and lost the vest. I had a MINELAB vest on because I was cold, wasn't I, this morning? I need to get moving. And I just happened to put the detector down. You know, we've moved back into the nice green luscious grass, the wet dirt, and we just happened to put the detector down, walk off to put the vest away, and I come back to the detector. I literally picked it up and I heard this beep underneath the coil. Bingo, this is our target. So look, I don't know what it's going to be. Not that, that's a stone. But he was a high signal. I didn't give you a look. He was jumping up around the 90 range there. It could be a florin? No, maybe not. It could be a metal spike. It doesn't belong on the ground. Some people are probably cringing watching this video going, he's digging in a sports ground. But I'll tell you what, bits of rubbish, bits of things coming out like that, look, it's all worth it as far as I'm concerned. And as I said, I do have full permission through here, through to Club President Luke. But look, can you imagine, I know that was a little way down, but can you imagine during the winter, someone coming along for a slide tackle or a slide mark, whoosh, straight up through the knee. So not pretty at all. It's not a trip to hospital that I want. So let's see if there's any more in here. And if there is, oh, it doesn't sound like it. Maybe just little crumbs and little remnants of stuff that's broken off. Or maybe not. We might go down a little bit deeper. But look, if there is any more, we'll remove it, because that stuff is, look, part of what I'm doing here. Not just removing the coins, but I said to Luke, we will, oh, there is more. We will remove the rubbish as well when we come across it. We won't just throw it back down in the hole where it's not needed. So an old alloy peg, that'll get you every time. Not now though. Let's get the hole in, filled in, and let's move you on to that next coin. Well, I tell you, the 10 peg is where it's at, eh? And we just got the last, as I said, the 10 peg out from there. We haven't fluffed that grass up yet. That's okay, I'm sure the sprinkler will do it. And look at that. Clear as day. Jumpy signal, very jumpy in numbers, but a clear as day tone. Back and forth. I'd dig that any day of the week. Probably going to be a 1 or 2 cent coin, but well worth the dig. So easy enough to pinpoint with the 18-inch Coiltek coil. We know he is directly, well, there. So let's dig around him. Let's see what we get. Look at that soil, hey? It is so much wetter over here. It's brilliant. They must have been running the sprinkler over here for a week. That's why they're doing it over there now. But look, I know for next time to hunt up this end of the oval once again. And look, we'll be back here in no time at all to give it another go. So maybe when the sprinkler has had a good... Oh, look at that, he's over the back there. We're a little bit off target, that one. Maybe when the sprinkler has had a good go over the left-hand side of the oval there, we will then come back and attack it again. Look out, we got tape. We found electrical tape with a detector. Not possible. Our target is still in the hole. How did we dig so far off? I must have stopped looking. Oh, have we got another one of those pegs? No. It's another bit of alloy though. It's a bit of alloy scrap wire. Once again, something that could easily go through that knee. So, not today, Buster. Let's get him in the pouch. Not a coin. Bugger. We'll see if we can... oh, there is something else there. We're going to see if we can snag a silver today, though. That's ideally what I'm after. Was that our target? Or is that another... What is going on? That is a coin. There we go. We got a $1 coin. We're getting paid for picking up scrap. That's awesome. We bagged the alloy, a piece of scrap. And you've seen all that happen. We've now got a $1 gold coin. He is in horrible condition too. Look at him. He's seen better days. He's probably been down there for longer than I've been alive. That's okay though. Through the tumbler, and he'll get spent like the rest. Alrighty, so we've made it over to the back of the oval, and another part of the oval that is very dry. Needs watering. But look, we've got a target there. It's a surface target, and we've found it with a very, very low sensitivity of 15. And the reason why we had to drop it that low is because we've got a radio tower or a power line or something. I don't know. It's something interfering over there. It's a big tower too, probably about 80 foot tall. And look, I'm struggling. So we're in no man's land at the moment, not where anybody should be with a detector, because that interference is really playing havoc. As you can imagine, the bigger the coil, that's like having a big antenna, isn't it? The bigger the coil, the more it hits on that EMI. So over the back of the oval here, with that power pole being so close, it's literally only about, 20 meters away. It is really interfering with the detector. So down to, what did I say? 15. We are trying to cut out a lot of that EMI interference. When we get back over again, though, walk away from it, you can hear a little bit of chirping through the machine right now. When we get away from it though, what we will do is we will start bumping that sensitivity back up. So, and look, big coil, big antenna for EMI interference. However, big coil, deeper signals. So even at 15, we're still punching a fair way down. Oh, this ground is rock hard. Lucky this target is on the surface, and I'm thinking it's going to be a 50-cent coin. 48, 49. Let's hopefully it is. Need to go a bit deeper. So dry and crumbly compared to what we've been digging in. So 2 hands, just in case. I've only got a little rabbit hole going on here. So 2 hands, and we'll get our target out cleanly and come back and give you a look. Oh, well, that is not what you were supposed to be. You're supposed to be bigger and silver and fuller, not with a hole inside. That's a little pull tab coming in at that number. So it could have easily been a 50-cent coin, or it could have easily been a nice old ring. So look, those lower numbers, we've got to dig them, and we've got to check them out. So away from the dry ground now, away from the EMI interference that you can hear chirping through the machine, and let's get you on to the next target. Well, we've found quite the hot spot for coins now, haven't we? We've got signals and targets everywhere leading our way through this little gap in the fence. So we'll just walk through too, and we can stick the camera up now and give you a look at that tower that's interfering. It's got to be a power tower. I don't know what it does. I wonder if we can climb it though. That'd be pretty cool. I've climbed a tower about that big. Well, actually, probably nearly twice that size when I was younger. Me and my friends, one of my friends actually dared me to do it. He said, let's go climb the tower, radio tower in local town. And well, I thought it was a good idea, but I didn't really want to get caught. I wanted to do it, I just didn't want to get caught doing it, because it was like a $5,000 fine or something, I think, at the time. Anyway, I didn't have that kind of money as a 15-year-old. I still don't now. I've got 2 kids. So we're going to go off this target. But yeah, look, we did climb that tower. Getting distracted here, aren't I? I love telling stories. So look, we did climb that tower though. My mate's name was Hayden. Hayden conned me into it. Oh no, we're still on the dry side. Hayden conned me into it, and he didn't want to do it. Or I didn't want to do it the first weekend, sorry, and he wanted to do it. I bailed out, didn't want to do it. The next weekend, we didn't even go attempt to do it. The next weekend though, I really wanted to do it, didn't I? A few too many drinks in me, I think. Really wanted to do it, and look, I went and started climbing. He come up to about the second floor with me. It went up in floors from memory. Up a ladder, up the next ladder, up the next ladder, so on and so forth. And look, he got about 2 or 3 stories up, floors up. He bailed out, didn't he? I kept going. So awesome stuff though. I could see the whole of my local town. I could even see the main street lights change from red to green and see the traffic moving. So really cool. Just thankfully I didn't get caught. Now let's go after this target. Or on the dry side, and the only reason I dug that is because I knew it was going to be shallow, not deep at all, and there he is. So not a gold coin though that I suspected it to be. That's what I thought it was going to be, a shallow little $1 or $2 gold coin. Instead, we are rewarded with a 1-cent coin. That's quite okay with me though, because once again we have not hit too much rubbish at all today, and we've literally just been picking up on the coins and the good targets and only digging a couple of items that I'd consider rubbish, so the alloy tent pegs included. So no bottle tops though, and only 1 pull tab. What a bonus. Right, so I know it's really noisy over the back here. We've got that big tower there, but look, this is sort of part way where the crowd stands. I mean, this is probably the most unpopulated area or spot where the crowd stands. Really, it's ideally over the other side of the oval. There is people over here though, and there's a lot of rubbish. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pick that up, because chopped can floor like that is only going to annoy me in future. If I see it, why not grab it? So anyway, we're going to continue on, and I'm just going to show you quickly though how many targets, we're in horseshoe, yep, how many targets are actually on the back side of the oval here. So ideally a great spot for that little 10x5 sniper coil. Let's turn the volume up. That's better, huh? So look, the 18-inch coil's doing it okay. You can hear him standing out. There's a lot of nice targets over here, isn't there? We're going to dig that. So look, it is a bit harder though. You can hear how many targets and how thick it is, how condensed it is. It's probably not the best area to be showing as an example though. The best area would be over the other side of the oval, which look, we'll show at the end of this video just what it's like over there and why a 10x5 coil is ideally needed. I'm getting distracted. On to my next target. I didn't expect to find something sounding so good so quick. Let's go after him though. Oh no, dry ground. Let's go after him, see what we got. Rightio, hole's open, and look, pretty neat hole considering we're outside the oval now. It doesn't matter though, in or out, just dig clean wherever I can. So it is dry out here, so we can make a little bit more of a mess when we're outside the oval, more so than inside. So I don't mind digging out here for this target. What's it gonna be? Another gold coin to stick in the pouch? No, bit of orange plastic. It's not our target. Look, probably $6, $7 richer by the end of today. There he is. That's a bottle top, Basil. But there we go. And we're once again digging forward. So maybe when I'm pinpointing, I maybe need to concentrate a little bit more, because I seem to be opening up a plug here and digging forward a little bit. And I've noticed that with the 18-inch Coiltek coil lately. So just maybe me pinpointing, I just need to bring it forward a little bit. So from what my first thought is, Kirk, lemonade, soft drink. Oh well, it's our first bottle top anyway, isn't it? And look, we're going to get you onto that next coin, get back out to the oval, dig clean, and get into the green grass, the easy soil, not this dry stuff. That's horrible to dig in. Let's keep going. Alrighty, so we've got our next target open, and look, we're still going after him with a pinpointer. We have not yet blanked out on him. You can hear the pinpointer's still got a little bit more to go. But look, he was a nice high signal, hang around the 90 range there. And I'm hopeful it's going to be our first pre-decimal coin, because this is also going to be our very last target that we're going to dig here today. We need to get out of here. So I just had a phone call. I was going to film for longer and hunt for longer, but I just had a phone call that all our merchandise is ready to pick up, isn't it, for our event. So we've got all our Dig It Detecting merchandise, our clothes and hats and stickers and beanies and pens and cups and, well, you name it, we've got the works. And not only that, Australia Post just kindly sent me an email saying that a package has been delivered to my back door. So I dare say that's the rest of it. So look, we're going to get home. We're going to go first pick up our merchandise, see Craig, see David Lunn down at Hip Pocket, grab all our gear, and then get home and grab what's on the back doorstep. And then we've got a lot of work to do, sorting and dividing merch and getting it all ready for our upcoming event. Did we just get that coin out? We did too. Everybody cross your fingers, cross your toes. We're looking for a silver coin. Yes, yes. Oh, that is gold. No, it's not, it's silver. It is gold though. It's just wonderful. That's what I was after. And we struck him too. We took a bite out of him. That's okay. Oh, go away, flies. As soon as that sun comes out, these flies are relentless. You probably see my shadow on my hand going like this, all over the place. These flies are crazy. So we need to be working closer to that sprinkler, don't we? Get all that mist in our face. Yes! 18-inch coil, bingo! There we go. To finish off the day, we get ourselves our florin, our squarin, our sixpence, 1951. Oh, these flies are terrible. That's probably what's distracting me. And as I said, we took a bite out of him over near my thumb there with the shovel, with the digger. Not to worry though, because as I said, that's what we're after today. We're after a pre-decimal coin. We've got gold coins. We've got look, we've got little ones and twos. We had not got an old pre-decimal coin. Nothing older than sort of what, 1970s, 1980s, or 1980s, I suppose, or 60s, 70s, I should say, 1 and 2 cent coins. I'm getting that excited. That is awesome. I didn't expect that to happen. I was hoping it would. I just didn't expect it to. So first little silver coin on video with the big boy, a big brand new 18-inch Coiltek coil. What a bloody ripper. Whoa, that's awesome. Let's put him on there. Let's fill our hole in, and we'll come back, we'll clean him up and give you a bit of a better look. All right, hole is filled in. No one's the wiser. You would not even know where we've dug. You know why? Because we're sitting on top of it. That's our hole right there. I just wanted to trick you. So that's our hole right there. But look, all filled in. That was a pretty deep coin, a pretty serious digging right there. Lucky the ground is nice and moist over the back here. It's 1951, a little threepence there. And as I said, we took a bite out of him, but that's what we wanted. That's all we wanted today. And that's what's going to finish us off. So into the pouch, let's pack up our gear, tuck the shovel in, tuck the pinpointer in. I think it's turned off. Yes, it is. And look, that's going to do us for today, guys. We've done 3 hours of swing and detecting with that brand new 18-inch Coiltek coil, and I've just loved it. And look, to be honest, I've been using the bungee cord. I've got the harness on here. Let me take it off and let me show you. So we've got the harness on here. Instead of turning the camera around, let's take it off. So MINELAB Profine harness. You could really use any harness that you wanted to. However, that's what I've been using for the day, and I just love it. The Pro Swing 45. So as I said, you could pick up a cheaper harness or something else different, but look, that's what works for me. So we've got the adjustable arms that come through to even help carry a bit more of that weight, but I really don't find it necessary. That 18-inch Coiltek coil is nice and light considering its size, and it's very well balanced. So as you swing away, it's not tilting or dipping or going anywhere where it shouldn't. So just sitting there nice and flat and firm along the ground. So, and as you've seen, we picked up a lot of nice coins and targets today. So let's get them out. I was going to do the wrap up near the car, but let's just do it here, shall we? So we did pick up a bit of trash, and we picked up a few bits of rubbish there, bits of steak, alloy steak coming out of the ground. Not what we want. A $2 coin, little silver coin. I've got a few 1s and 2s, 1 and 2 cent coins, a couple more $1 gold coins, and that's about it. So about 6 or 7 coins, about 2 or 3 hours of hunting, or 3 hours of hunting I should say, and look, that about the same amount of rubbish. So a great day, a lot of fun. 18-inch Coiltek coil. We'll be back here again to hunt some more. And look, let that sprinkler do its job a little bit further, and the ground should be nice and soft to dig for next time. So really hope you enjoyed, and look, I look forward to seeing you on the next adventure. Cheers.